The International System of Units, internationally known by the abbreviation SI, is the modern form of the metric system and the world's most widely used system of measurement. It is the only system of measurement with official status in nearly every country in the world, employed in science, technology, industry, and everyday commerce. The SI system is coordinated by the International Bureau of Weights and Measures, which is abbreviated BIPM. So that's from the French there. All right. So here's the big thing. You can say these things are arbitrary. That's fair. Until you utilize them in a coherent fashion. AKA, once you reference things, AKA, if you're going to measure some power output for something or whatever you are measuring there should be coherence. And that's why I call this stream what it was, the unreasonable effectiveness of SI. Why? Because you hear the term the unreasonable effectiveness of mathematics. Why the heck is it that we can use math to actually describe the world? Did it need to be that way? Maybe it did. I don't know. But it's very interesting, so I'm going to claim the unreasonable effectiveness of SI. Number one, I am very biased. I would totally want this to be true. Now, it's taken me a long dang time because even when I went on to shout out to Shoutout and Anastasia for their episode of Paradigm Drift last week and everything, what was it? That's ultimately one of the questions, getting some of that feedback and everything there. It's I realized I was presenting something, but I didn't really have my story or my point there because, basically what I was presenting, I could have figured it out probably a year or so ago. I'm what would I need to make this work? I'm I could just plug in arbitrary units. I'm plug in the meter or the joule? I have no justification for that at all. I mean, what's my justification? Number one, when you plug it in, it's this very suspicious agreement with a lot of the measurements there when all you have to do is literally add a dimensionless factor of pi divided by 3. I'm a circle divided by 3. It's kind of, according to Thad, he's that's kind of a representation of a pseudosphere. Pseudosphere? I don't know. Isn't there something within general relativity, pseudo-Riemannian manifolds? I don't know. But the interesting thing is once you have a coherent system, aka everything's going to reference everything, and everything should fit together in a way that works. Think of it kind of like a Rubik's Cube. Yeah, it might be all messy and everything, but if you do the correct articulation of things, you're going to get your red side, your blue side, your yellow side. I forgot the other colors there. But this is one of the things. And ultimately, even if before you didn't really believe in it, this is now actually tuned to the constants of nature. Okay. So let's go through this real quick. The SI comprises a coherent system of units of measurement, starting with 7 base units, which are the second, the meter, the kilogram, the ampere, the Kelvin, the mole. Yes, not your fuzzy ones there, but the Avogadro's number of particles. The amount of stuff, the candela, the measurement of luminous intensity, which I may have some issues with it, but okay, regardless. The system can accommodate coherent units for an unlimited number of additional quantities. These are called coherent derived units, so basically kind of like speed. Because if you're in your car, you're driving along, and you go 60 kilometers in 1 hour, or 60 miles. All right, you're going 60 miles an hour there. And the problem with miles is you could use that, but you're going to need to set references and then have everything else cohere. That's why SI is one of the useful things, because it seems to be very coherent. Okay. AKA, if you have a length divided by a time, you get speed. That's the derived unit. Okay. AKA the speed of light. If you take a minimum length and then you divide it by a minimum time, you're going to get the speed of light, approximately. There may be some caveats there, but just general first level analysis, yes. Okay. So we have all these things, blah, blah, blah. So let's go into, okay, so basically, what is it? We got speed, let's see, what are we? So time is basically based upon the frequency of the radiation of cesium-133. All right, so what's that? That's about 10 billion oscillations per second. Okay. The speed of light. Oh, look. Yeah, about 300 million meters per second there. All right, so Planck's constant, the joule second, elementary charge of the electron or proton, the Boltzmann's constant, Avogadro, luminous efficiency of, yes. Okay, now let's actually go into some of the history here. So let's do this. So let's do SI meter history. Well, this should be fun. It's a national system of units. Hey, welcome, Kali. Good to see you, my friend. Well, I mean, maximum, minimum connecting, I'm very biased. I personally, I think so. Now, what that may mean for us, that's an interesting question. We're not there for right now. The water ratio. Well, here's the thing. I think there was a point, Rick would know this better than I would, is that initially it's like a kilogram was defined as a liter of water. Coincidentally, if you take 1 cubic meter of water, it comes out to suspiciously really dang close to 1,000 kilograms, which is very useful. And I think, what is it? If you add a cubic meter of water, you need to add in something like a little bit of a pinch of salt, and you're literally going to have, it can be with the appropriate solution, precisely 1,000 kilograms, which is an interesting thing. Rick has pointed that out, and hey, I mean, we used it for a while, so it must have been useful. We continue. Well, I'm not going to make that claim, but there are certain things that get the old noggin a jogging.